quarterback's best friend, nearing 1,300 yards receiving on the year. It's the Seahawks and the Commanders under the lights on Sunday night.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Seattle Seahawks and the Washington Commanders. Brandon Gaudin here alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Seahawks in this matchup. They have a tremendous aerial attack, one of the best in the league. But they're going to face a stiff test here.
I don't think that they'll face a tougher test all season long because this is the #1 defense in the NFL. A team that puts a lot of pressure on a quarterback. And we know from talking to both of these teams, neither of them is going to back down from this challenge.
Here's the former Utah Ute, Matt Gay, to get this one started. And we are underway from FedEx Field. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as a quarterback.
Every time he leads his team out, there's no questioning. He's put the work in to earn his place in the NFL. There's no shortage of stories we've heard throughout his career about the effort he puts in to be in this spot. And that motivates everybody on his team.
They go play action here on first down. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the C's opened up for him.
Yeah, this is a case of improper form from a tackling perspective because when you get ready to go up against a back like this, everyone has to be able to understand you've got to be able to slow him down and let the cavalry come to the rescue. They were nowhere to be found that time, though, and this winds up being a big play.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Now, this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Jennings. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. They run again with Jennings. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. A great effort there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. A very costly holding penalty. It backs them up all the way inside their 10 to start this drive. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And oh, right away, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Here's a run with it. And he loses the football the second time. A call in luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And you can see they're in 2nd place in the division, but they have clinched postseason football. That's the important thing. They currently have the best record among the wild card contenders, but they want to make sure they finish this season strong.
And isn't that the case each and every year about one division that ends up being the top-loaded division, and unfortunately this year, it's theirs. But you could spin it and say, hey, they've been tested, and they've beaten a lot of good teams already. They will be prepared for the playoffs.
On 2nd down now, it's Richardson. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Duran got his man complete over the middle. It's Griffith. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Richardson. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it's caught. And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
They'll run on 1st down. Richardson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great play there. his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Commanders lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Poole. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. A give up the middle to Akers. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, Poole going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Duran. And he'll get this one complete to Winslow. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. This defense for the Seahawks, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Richardson. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. They'll run again with Richardson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 12 and a Commander's 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run the toss now with Gibson. Good footwork at the 30. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Richardson. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, it's Richardson. And a short gain here down to the 22. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. The Commanders going to bring out the field goal unit.
From the left hash, this from 39. And his kick is indeed good. And that'll make this 17-0 here in the opening quarter.
So a great first quarter continues here as they add on to that lead.
And Brandon, I think it sets up what's going to be an important drive because it's now 17-0. So the other guys, they got to figure out something quick before this game gets away from them.
Taken in at the 3.
Oh, a good-looking return. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secure. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. On the give, this is Akers. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Well, they would have gotten a conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return.
And the Commanders will take over, but backed up deep in their own territory.
On first down, Duran looking middle, and that's complete. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Duran, quick hitter here, it's complete. On 1st and 10, Duran. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, and those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to him, and I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Up the middle they go. Richardson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Washington on 3rd down.
They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Operating from the gun, Duran. Hard throw, incomplete.
Washington going to send out their punter
as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And the defense closes quickly there, and they'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
To throw on 2nd down. Poole.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
to throw on third down. Poole over the middle, complete. That's Barnett. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Poole. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Holding offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Back to throw. Poole. And that's caught. It's Bryan Edwards. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. From the gun on third down. Poole. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up fourth down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt. They start the drive with Jennings. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Duran. He finds his man. Complete. That's Griffith. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Throwing on first down. Duran. Over the middle, it's complete. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. On first down, Duran. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, Duran. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Looking to throw. Duran. This one caught by Winslow. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Duran. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Now a throw here to his running back, and he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. 2nd and 6 from the 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Touchdown! From 10 yards out. And the Commanders drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Extra point right down the middle. And a route is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Back to throw. Pull. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just over a minute to play in half number 1. On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in? Or are you just hopeful, and you've got to sell it to the big man before it gets called?
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one maybe his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Only 2 quarters of football left in the regular season. Everybody's excited to get to the playoffs, so excited that we're just going to skip right over halftime and get back to the action. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Out comes the Seattle offense. We take a peek at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
On the handoff, it's Akers. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Throwing on first down. Pull. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. On the counter, this is Akers. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
Now the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Seahawks again now ready to take over on offense. And we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
On the handoff, running left is Akers. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that. Right there, they get a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on third down. Pull. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky there, able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight.
43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Washington ready to try again on offense. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on the way to a lopsided victory. Partner, the good ones have a clock running in their head, okay, because it says something like this: I've got this many seconds to find a target. After that, I have to tuck it and try and get some yardage on this first down snap. He doesn't just get some yards, though. He gets a big gain, and they'll come right back with another 1st and 10.
On 1st down, Duran.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Off play action, Duran. And he fires one incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw, Duran. And he's got his man in stride, complete. He's going to have the 1st down and more than that. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 34-yard line.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Duran. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Now it's Richardson. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
On 1st and 10, Duran. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
To throw on 2nd down, Duran. Complete. Richardson has it. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Here's Jennings. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Duran. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. And they fake it. They pitch to the tight end. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
Throwing on first down. Pull. Akers back-to-back catches.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it's second down.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers.
It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. Operating from the gun.
Pull. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 43.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
They'll run a draw now with Akers.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of this game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
The offense on third down tonight, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
He's got his tight end Fant. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7.
Back to throw.
Pull. Going right back to Fant. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
On the ground, it's Akers.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Looking to throw on second down.
Pull. They'll get this to Akers out of the backfield.
They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, and landing on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On 4th down. Pull. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert.
And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs.
So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, but we got to go for it because we don't know if we're going to get back here again. We don't know how many opportunities because they've been sputtering a little bit.
Absolutely. At this stage in the second half, to get there and not get it for the first time, tough. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. On the ground, here's Richardson again. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. On 3rd down, Duran. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Decent gain on the scramble at 6, but now it's 4th.
Washington going to send out their punter
as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
on first down. They'll start out with Akers.
And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field.
Now, this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Pull. And that is incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Pull. Steps away to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have an excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They run with Richardson.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Richardson. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 34. On 3rd down, it's Richardson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. On 1st down, it's Richardson.
And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders.
A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Commanders extend their 4th quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. Oh, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed watching their execution throughout this contest.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field.
And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Pull.
He's got his big tight end, Fant. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll go with Akers here up the middle, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Now I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. Pull. This is the tight end, Fant. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A give up the middle to Akers. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Now, this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. We'll hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll go again here with Akers. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fielded at the 20. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. This has really just been a lopsided affair. What a performance they put on, and now they get the football back here with a big lead in the 4th quarter. You know, in the past, we might be discussing dinner plans, talking about steak and sushi, whatever the case is, CD. This ball game is pretty much well in the books.
Yeah, we were going to start bringing up dinner a long time ago if we wanted to, partner. And I think a few of the guys out in the field already making plans for the evening. Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And this is going to be a Commanders' 1st down as good running gets them to about the 44. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football, because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Richardson. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. 113 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, Keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So not just a blowout win for them today, Charles, but a shutout blowout win as well. Clearly just a superior effort on both sides of the ball.
Hey, didn't it feel like you get a touchdown, you get a touchdown, and then the defense jumped up and said, hold it, we're getting involved as well. You're exactly right. Big points, both sides contributing, a full team win.
So for Washington, they get yet another victory to finish the year at 14-3 overall.
And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for Seattle,
it could be a potentially devastating loss as they finish with a mark of 9-8.
But they've got better days in their future. Of that, you can be sure.